The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Dalton now to pass. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Dalton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, 40 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when you look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on.
Throwing again. Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Barrett.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
61, matchbox right. Regular.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second. And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the motion. Watch the motion. Mike's 50.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 31. Check 31. He got 368. Motion.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And able to find Green. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Now this throw caught left side. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be second and goal. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's third and goal.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Passing. It's Dalton. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 20. Out. Check. 21. Stick.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with the screens.
And he's going to go down again. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Erickson now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up first and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Here we go. 93, 52, 93.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Go, go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
It's going to be a long day. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on 1st down, Dalton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo on 1st down. He finds McKinnon, complete. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, Maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 4-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Dalton. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton on the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
I'm not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garoppolo now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They're able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Tight dog. 11.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
SOS. White. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. No, check that.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. 39 yards there. A big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Coleman now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wait! You're not ready. You're not ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And able to find Green. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
44. There you go.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take